Hey, how's it going, man? Hey, dude, it seems like we've been become quite the motley crew when it comes to these comments. Who the heck is Timmy, man? You got to tell me that. Is that the guy from South Park or who? No, is that somebody else? I'm trying to figure it out. But hey, man, I'll keep lobbing them comments in if you want me to. I just don't want to upset the apple cart. You know what I mean? So you let me know if I'm getting too far from the mark. Well, please do tell your friends about this. Sometimes I'll be on here for a few minutes. Sometimes I'll sing a song. Sometimes I'll be a bonehead and play this beautiful sounding copyrighted music because it is. Well, I don't know if it is, but I probably cut it off. Yeah. So you're an interesting dude. You know what? I would not have suspected that a guy with a name spelled like yours would have been coming from down there in Latin America. But sometimes people got to understand shit before they come to conclusions. Perfect example. I know during the time of like post World War and stuff, one of them, I think number two, yeah, a lot of people were coming from Europe, and they weren't just coming over to America, in a lateral move toward wherever their people might have been comfortable. Some people were going where they just weren't going to be thought of a lot or found a lot. Just like nobody anticipated us being here, and we settled down. Nobody came by to look to see if we were here, not even to see if we were all right. Now, of course, at some point, people had an idea where those guys went. And if they went, somewhere where somebody might have recognized them, they probably had a new name. That's why a lot of these families, you can't trace well, I'm looking up a name. I don't find a whole lot. Well, I think that may have been the point, not to point any fingers or anything. There's some folks that it was just a wonder they made it over at all. Thank God. And a lot of those guys, it's not their fault though, the way things were. Even if they happen to be affiliated with some group of people that maybe at one time even had stole other people's names to get into the club, into the tribe. That's what they say. I have never verified that myself, so that's just something I have um, been aware I need to do a little homework about, so I don't make an ass of myself. Just kicking around things and swearing to know them, right? Because that's what a guy would do if he thought he knew something or he had a bit of information come across his desk, and he did not want to seem like an asshole. He would hedge his having read something or heard something on the fact that he could be totally wrong, right? And even just to include it in his broadcast might be offensive to some people. And you know what? If you get into people's Wheaties, man, they're usually not going to be that happy, even if you're not paying them. I tell you what, guys, if you didn't know, I bet you $1 Michael Jordan got told like very, very sternly not to eat them things when he got that endorsement contract. No effing way. Anybody that would like to be just a little bit more insulin resistant every day, be a good boy or girl and eat your Wheaties and don't let any be left in the bowl. Okay? And if you need to look that up to see what I'm talking about, good, because you shouldn't listen to the damn thing a clown says. Very good. Nice job, man. Um, so I don't got a whole lot to be serious about. I think that was pretty much a touch on what I wanted to. People got to quit broad brushing others, man. Like, just because we're all one color, don't mean that we're all going to be criminals or mafia or whatever the running thing a person would say about whoever is. Like most of the time, a lot of folks that get into that habit, they're already so far from right, man. They're too distracted to see the freaking forest from the trees, man. And it's sad. And a lot of times those are the ones you don't want really talking about you anyway. So if they could be wrong, that'd be great. I happen to know it, what it feels like, to hear other people getting talked about and like you're being spared. But, uh, well, yeah, why don't we just not do that? That'd be great. Oh, okay. Yeah. You won't catch me doing a whole lot of that. And if somebody comes around and says something about you and I don't know for sure, like, I'm definitely not gonna be your judge, not today, not tomorrow. Probably not even when I find out what the hell really happened because it's not my job. If you're nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to you. And that's probably how people should be with their neighbors. I mean, probably more than probably. So in case you run into a little bit of static or whatever, just make sure you don't get it stuck to your Wheaties. You guys, if you got a song to request, I don't know if that's what you came on for, Thorn, but please do. I can't do Spanish songs and maybe like La Bamba or something I could trip through. But if you got any requests, I can try to play a song. Otherwise, I'm just gonna pick one or two and play them. And if you just left it on, to come on here and get your cat some company, that's okay too, man. I'm not gonna be mad. You got the Fato Gato. That's like Spanglish there. Some people don't know that. They think maybe you're saying it. Actually, it's both Fato. Is that Fato a Spanish word? It probably is too. I probably said something weird. I better stop before I get in trouble, man. Oh. Nah, I'm gonna look it up just to make sure. Well, Gordo got those word. That'd be a fat cat spinach. Apparently, somebody already tried that Spanglish thing, and it looks like it's stuck on the top of the page. Yeah, uh, they have that. I Let's do this here. Hey, Miriam, thank you for joining. If you wanted to request a song, that's about all I'll let you. If you want to go back to listen a little bit, that'd be all right too. So hopefully, I don't seem like a total freaking clown here today. Oh, yeah, sometimes I don't pick a variety of songs. There's certain ones that I kind of go to try to just polish. So if you want to see me trip over myself, you're gonna have to pick something I don't know that well. I'm not afraid to try it. Pedagogy of the Watchstander. Oh, you guys haven't seen this yet. I got some special sauce for you. Coming up here. We're getting a little complex with our idea assembly. I guess it's better than just trying to pin the tail on whatever we can fit it on. Okay. Let's see. Like a lassie or something. Pin the tail on a lassie. Like what? Timmy's in a ditch? Like, how'd you know? Nah, we shouldn't make fun of Timmy, man. Oh, I didn't think of the connection, man, until it's just so Hawthorne's got some kind of thing with this guy. Not sure who he's talking about, but I'm gonna keep supporting it until he tells me to stop. Hoping I'm not wrong, man. But he seemed like he was in the right frame. If he was just trying to be funny about something fictitious, I still got him, man. That's all the show is anyway. You got to understand that, people. Don't you forget it. So I'm kind of excited about this thing I put together last couple of days because I've never seen anything like it, even though anybody could have done it. The idea I started with was more of a general orders of a century for simply stand and watch if you're a IT guy, but I kind of stretched it a little further. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Let's see. So stack. I know I probably published too many things at once instead of scheduling it. It might be a strategy for this guy to do a little settling down in the publishing department because usually I get a handful of articles and then all of a sudden it's like I'm publishing 5 or 6 things all at once, like a little bit of a moron. But I want it done. I don't want to be sitting here waiting and forgetting about it. I guess I could schedule it later, but it's already published, At least I'm being honest with myself here. Boy, they're coming out with some really cool little pedal packages nowadays. If you can't get the whole thing in there, there's something kind of it's not. I don't necessarily want all that. I don't want to add so much weird witchcraft sorcery to my guitar sound anymore. That was something I did when I was like 15 because I couldn't play it as much stuff. And I wanted to add something to my wheelhouse. Nowadays, shit, I can make so many sounds with the guitar just as it is. You ask me. It's like, you got all this chicken. What are you gonna do? To spice it. Well, I think I'm gonna put some salt and pepper on it and get the hell away from me. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Like you're gonna cook it slow? Yeah. It's actually buried right now. That's more of a pig thing, I think. That's not exactly kosher. You don't want to be upsetting the apple cart here. Plus, my body just doesn't really agree with it after all the years of not doing it just because I felt naughty about it. Yeah, so you know what I'm doing is hey, everybody all at once. No, we got a number, 5 people. Thanks for coming in, you guys. And if you are just leaving it open to have your cats listen to it, that's okay. If I knew your cat's name, I would say hello by first name, but I don't. You feel free to let me know what they are. We're just trying to be funny. I don't know what the deal is. There's trying and there's achieving, attempting and winning. Try to stay away from that T word. There's some places where it's more of a swear word than some other ones that people get a little funny about. I know that, what's that guy's name? I know David Asprey's not right about everything, but when he told me that it was a swear word when I was reading his book, I was like, yeah, okay, I can get that. I've just been trying to remember that ever since. Let's do a song and say anything. Get the hell out of here. I don't want to take your whole morning on the day. Okay. Some songs I meant to try. Some songs I also like to try. Though. This one, I agree. Probably end up doing 2 or 3. It's the way it works. Some of us need to- So there's a band that you might not have listened to in a while. It was a really great band in the 90s and early 2000s. Face to Face. If you can't find a song you don't like on the other side of one of those albums, a lot of the time I can't either. Um, they seem to grow on me, into something new by playing them. It's one of my favorites. Turn the fan off. Thanks, Brian. What if I'm right and you are wrong? What if you knew it all? What if I figured out I did not belong? I might not tune it up a little bit. Maybe I could just not put my hand down so I start over. If I'm right and you are wrong. What if you knew it all along? Dude, come on, Brian. Damn. Sometimes it takes me a second to get into the key. If I'm lying and you are wrong, what if you knew it all? What if I figured out that I, what if it always bothered? What if I never get to you? Would I be wrong if I decided I should be? If I pretended I was blind, struck it from my mind, would I still be there? What if I do anything to make it seem alright? It's alright. It's alright. What if it's all inside my head? What if those words I never said? Would it be easier if I could just forget? What if I didn't run away? Could it be any other way? Would it be wrong if I decided I should say? If I pretended I was blind, still be through my mind, would it still be there? What if I do anything to make it seem alright? It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. If I pretend I was blind, stuck it from my mind, would it still be there, guy? What if I do anything to make me seem alright? It's alright. It's alright. What if I'm right and I'm wrong? What if you knew it all along? What if I figured out that I did not belong? What if it always bothered me? What if I never did believe? Would it be wrong if I decided I should be? Yeah, probably haven't heard it play like that before. I don't think I have either. I mean, not since the last time I played it or something, but so, I really enjoy, for some reason, turning stuff a little more, country sounding. One thing I've heard, Southern country, so one of the guys do lately is play like Nirvana, and they'll play it like just like they played it. I'm like, "What are you doing, dude? Could you, do anything original?" And they're like, "Bri, we got the deal here, like, you see these plays?" I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah." I mean, Is that what people want to hear? Well, the truth is, some of those kids probably don't even know it's Nirvana. You know what I mean? Or whatever it is. So, hey, if you're gonna scratch your head, scratch it out, then. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, Blue, if you're listening, man, sorry I didn't come over there in a hurry about that scooter. I just kind of was doing my thing here. I'm gonna get up in a sec, man. But he's probably not listening. There's another one we tried the other day. I know I could have done better, but in a second. We're just gonna knock it off after this. Unless I gotta check over here. Now you guys are pretty freaking swell for showing up, but you'd be a lot more swell if you could put that request in I've been asking for. Because that would show some major points for paying attention and being on point, at least. Enough to do that. I don't know how much meaning that has, but it would still be awesome. Hey. She trade car closing the doors for her glasses stop the cold in. Wonders if her love is strong enough to make him say she's answered by tell us not through with nothing. You said I'm gonna see you again. But I'm stuck in cold weather. Maybe I'm better. Can I call you then? She said you're a random man. You ain't ever gonna change. You got a gypsy soul playing you on the leaving. And the truck stop down just outside of Lincoln. The night is black as the coffee he's drinking. And in my waitress's eyes, seen the same old life. In the face of time, shit. He said, I want to see you again. That drummer stuff, I'm worried about. But I'm soaking cold. Maybe the more will be better. Can you come on? Oh, that was just music for me. She said, you're the man, you're the man. You ain't ever change. You got a gypsy soul, so baby, oh, baby. There's a wine when you're in the long stand. You're a lover, we go down and round. And I love you, but I leave you. I don't want you, but I need you. I know you calls me back here, baby. Oh, sitting again, but I'm still Maybe the morning be better can always the long run. I ain't ever gonna change. Got a gypsy soul, baby, and I was long breathing. Born to be when I close my eyes to see you, no matter where I am. I can smell like perfume, but real bad. When real life was so good, ain't no shame about it. I'm gonna see you'll be better, and I can't wait to learn. I feel me to the yeah, probably the better time I tried it. Still kind of slappy. But what do you expect, man? Should I play like 2 times? Not an excuse. I should try to practice it before I play it on here. But it's all good when you're trying something new. I mean, it's kind of fresh anyway. Not a naughty kind of way. You know what I mean? That's always good. I mean, hell, I guess you could be trying something naughty, but if you have the right kind of curiosity in your heart, sometimes even that you can get by on. But don't hurt yourself. Let's see, man. And if you've ever been down the road or nothing or something, maybe you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you ought to keep it a secret. I don't know. It's up to you. Let's see here. We got one more. Let's see if anybody cares about. Hey, oh, Willie Nelson. Okay. Well, you gave me some room. Thanks, man. Well, I think I played a little Willie before. One thing I like to try to do is be mindful of the fact that we got enough melancholy, depressing ass shit in our world. And one thing I can get hung up on singing Willie Nelson songs is that some of them are sad. Some people don't know though. You know what I mean? If you don't, that's okay because you're not sad about it. Then it's always good. And ain't nobody trying to get you sad, man. So let's get on with it. I think this will be if you want to request whoever happens to pop in here. And thank you if you have and you're still here. Um, if you would like to request a song too, you can keep me going that way, but I'm not going to stay it, but I don't have another one. I'm not going to pick one for you. And the fun part is you get to see me make a fool of myself if I don't know it. I try, to seem like I know it. I'll be pretty honest if I get this though. Come on, let's go. Dude. So this guitar website is kind of cool the way that it pulls stuff up, but you don't click your predictive text the right way, it'll lack weird. It won't go through. So Willie, where you at, man? Come on. Let's let me try to see. There's this thing called typing in the whole word and hitting enter that Brian gets a little lazy with. Okay. Always on my mind. There's a good one. That's right at the top. On the road again. If any of these ring, if you're more excited about one, I could probably do either one of those. Let's see. Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Let's just go back up here, man. Not reinvent the wheel. Okay. I don't believe I've ever gotten through all the way. Yeah, either one of these songs, but I've definitely tried to see if I could do it. And I'm pretty sure. Sometimes you start singing something, you think you're all good on, and you're like, "Where is that coming from?" Like, gosh, that's the way I feel because I don't listen to Willie that much. Shoot. Mm. I reserve the right to listen to it if I have to. I probably would. Um, just for the sake of really showing you that I'm working at it. That way, if I could earn my tip, that'd be cool too. But you're not required to do that just to make a song request. Let's see. I better not make it. I better not ruin this Willie song. Let's see. So I got Always on My Mind, or I think On the Road Again is going to be the one. He sneaks some chords. Yeah. Is this a key change song too? Nah, that's just a short one. Road again. Just can't get. Oh, wait to get back. Road again. This life I love is making music with my friends. Can't wait to get on the road again. Let's cut this. Come on, Brian. I gotta get some new strings today. So, sometimes I just don't do it anymore. So, on the road again. Can't wait to get back on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been. Seeing things I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band you see as we go down the highway. Best of friends, insisting that the world keeps turning our way, and our way is on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road. Kind of pussy fun here, but I think another. What's that? No, well, I'm on the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends. Insisting that the world keep turning on. I probably got to do that. I could have done that bridge, but on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again. Let me catch you, man. You guys have a good afternoon.